Welcome Digimon and Digitamers to the second in our box opening series, where we tear our way into a sealed booster box and rip through all 24 booster packs held within. With BT09 just 9 weeks away from its official release, provided there's no delays, we are counting backwards in time to see what the previous booster sets had to offer. Today, on the first of our Time Warp booster openings, we've got a shiny new box of BT07 to play with. Better known as Next Adventure, this particular set was hyped up as being themed around the Digimon Frontier anime series. Release on March 4th of this year, it included 7 tamers, 6 from Frontier and an extra 7th tamer from Digimon Chronicle. This opened up the possibility of hybrid decks becoming a thing, where a Digimon can digivolve from a tamer on the field, something available on a small number of cards prior to Next Adventure but without any real support. It also properly introduced the X antibody cards for the first time. Prior to BT7, only BT5's Omnimon X antibody and BT6's Alphamon had the X antibody type assigned to them. The most exciting part of this set, however, comes from the inclusion of the 2 secret rares, Susanumon and Lucimon Chaos Mode. Susanumon is crazy good in hybrid decks and can digivolve from any colour level 6, making him delightfully versatile. He also looks like an absolute badass, so there's that as well. Lucimon Chaos Mode is a fun purple card who gets easier to play the more you've got sitting in your trash. Spoilers, I went out and bought one from my local card game shop before I got my hands on this box because I needed him in my purple deck. Not his alternate art version, sadly, which is stunningly gorgeous and something I would love to pull today. Not holding my breath, but he's one of the best looking cards out there. We also get ourselves a bit of drama in this set with the inclusion of Systemon CL Awakened. She's a rare, so we'll probably see her at some point in the next half an hour at least once. Fun fact, up until the release of BT10, she didn't exist in the Japanese version of the game. CL was created for the American release of Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory, say that 10 times fast, to replace Systemon Noir. Noir was axed from the American release as well as from the card game due to her resemblance to a Catholic nun. And so we get CL as the alleged twin to Noir. Not gonna lie, I do actually prefer CL's artwork here, so I'm not too mad about it. What's the likelihood of all 3 Systemons appearing in a Japanese set at some point in the future, I wonder? Before we get any further into this, if you're enjoying my content, please give that like button a click and make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a single video. As always, I'll be placing the current value of each card higher than an uncommon in the top corner of the screen, courtesy of Card Market. I'm using euros, which is close to a 1-1 conversion with US dollars at the moment. We'll be checking how good a value the box is based on what I paid for it, as well as how much of my collection I can fill in from this box alone. So let's go! We get 2 box toppers here, 1 alternate art trainer card and 1 blind pack. Our alternate trainer is Tommy, who likely won't see much use on my side, and I'll be swapping him out for an alt Zoe or Koichi when someone wants to trade. Our blind pack, and this is one I'm much more excited about. And we've got ourselves a blue memory boost. Black or purple would have been of more use play-wise, but for the cuteness factor, blue is second only to yellow in this set. I mean, look at their little faces. I love it. First pack go! Getting right into it, our first rare is Flamemon. He's a solid card for a red hybrid deck, letting you search on play. He also lets you play Takuya from your hand if he's deleted, and that's an inheritable, making him useful for a level 3. Ooh, here we go! The other special bonus in BT7 is the inclusion of these promo cards in a number of the packs. There's 8 possible promos to collect, and they each feature one of the original Digidestined from the Adventure anime next to their Digivolved companion. Each box of 7 has 4 of these, as well as the usual number of super rares, secret rares and alternates, so an extra little bonus. A really good start on these too. It's no secret that I'm a huge fan of Gatomon's entire Digivolution line, so pulling a Phanimon first is excellent, especially after my little hype session with BT8 and her fall down mode card. Darugamon, one of my ex-antibody boys. Koichi, excellent, useful for trashing a card when you play him and gives you a memory on deletion. There are better trainers out there admittedly, and I do feel like he's maybe lagging behind the others in this set a little bit. And Zoe! She is much more useful. She allows you to search your security stack for a hybrid or 10 warriors Digimon and put it in your hand, then replace that card with the top card of your deck. This is doubly useful. It means you get to rescue a Digimon from your stack while also letting you know exactly what's sitting in there waiting for your opponent, bar the recovery card, of course. And she also gives your security Digimon 3000 DP on your opponent's turn. Eosmon, again proving that full art gorgeousness isn't just limited to the rarer cards. Oh, another Zoe. And oh, cripes! We've hit our secret rare already. We are only 3 packs in and we have just pulled Susanumon. He is a 15,000 DP level 7 for 15 cost. He digivolves from any colour level 6 for a cost of 7, or, as he is a hybrid, from one of your tamers, provided you can pay his extra cost, which is 10 tamers or hybrids from either your hand or your deck, which, if you're playing hybrids, shouldn't be hard. He's a security stack plus 2, and he deletes any one of your opponent's Digimon when digivolving. He is one seriously mean boy, and I can see why he's so popular. That is insane. We got a Susanumon. I'm not sure there's any coming back from this. Ah, there she is. Systemon Ciel awakened. How cool is that artwork? Told you we'd be seeing her at some point today. Very lovely card indeed. When you play her, you can use other Systemon Ciel cards in your hand or trash to place under her card to delete an opponent's Digimon. If she's deleted, she searches out a Jesmon, Hookmon or Systemon card from your trash and puts it back into your hand. And then, oh, we've got a super rare. Oh gosh, okay. Emperor Greymon, and he is an alternate art as well. That's nice. That's really nice. Wow. Okay, I like him. I mean, look at that texture. Can you see it? I hope you can see it. He's got shiny flames all over his card. That is super nice. He's got Blitz if you digivolve, and on your turn, if he's blocked, you get 1 memory for each hybrid Digimon in his Digivolution pile, and you can untap him. Right, so we've pulled our secret rare and our alternate art 4 packs in, so that means that's the whole box basically done now. Excellent, that's it, bye. Nah, I jest. We've still got the rest of these promos to track down and a bunch more super rares to find. There's still excitement to be had yet. Chaos Dramon. He's not going to top our last 2, but he's still a nice looking card. Evolves from Machine Dramon for a cost of 1, or any other level 5 Digimon for 4. When you digivolve him, you can place a level 5 red or black Cyborg Digimon on his Digivolution pile from your hand or trash, and if you do, you can delete one of your opponent's 6k or less DP Mon for each Cyborg type in his Digivolution pile. That could quite easily spoil a Rookie Rush deck's day. Our final card for this pack? Strabumon, another rare. Blue Boy searches for hybrids, Susanu or Koji, and on deletion lets you play Koji from your hand for free. He's basically the blue version of Flamemon. Oh lord, I have to pronounce this now, don't I? Here we go. Ancient Megatheriumon? How would I do? He's another hybrid. They've really lent into that with this set. It does make me wonder why I've never seen hybrids played all that much locally, as there's so many support cards for it, even as a fun deck. And we have a super rare, Emperor Greymon, to match our alternate art. I am getting Gundam vibes from this one, and to be honest, I'm actually not sure which art I prefer, the regular or the alternate. They both have a real sense of gravitas, and I love them. So, for this pack, we are starting off with an option card, Dead or Alive, and that makes me happy, seeing Lucimon there. It's an 8 cost, so it's not cheap, but it's designed to work in Lucimon decks. You can play 1 level 5 from your trash without paying the cost, or, if there's 10 or more cards in the trash when you play this one, you get to play any Lucimon card instead. Very nice, useful. Oh, Kota! Another useful rare, at least for me. He is the BT07 X-Antibody Trainer. If you've watched my BT8 opening video, you'll know that I'm building myself a black X-Antibody deck to play around with, so I'm going to need a few of these. He sets your memory to 3 at the start of your turn if it's less than that, and on play lets you search out an X-Antibody Digimon. We've got another trainer in this pack, JP Shibayama. I don't see why they couldn't keep his name as Junpei, but there we go. He actively encourages Digivolution from him by reducing the cost of it by 1, and he gives that Digimon piercing. There are a few cards in this set that make green a bit more badass than it was before, big stompy things that smash right through your opponent. And next up, Skull Knightmon. He works in combo with Deadly Axemon to get Dark Knightmon out on the field at no cost. He's also got an inheritable security attack +1. Baby X Antibody, nice. Dino Rexmon. See, if there were more dinosaurs to be had, I'd probably play green. Anyway, he suspends an opponent's Digimon and leaves them suspended on their next unsuspend step if you Digivolve to him. He's a 12k level 6, but he gets a 1k boost for each of your opponent's suspended Digimon, which is a nice little bonus. He looks cool too. Ah, this guy again! Yeah, dude I can't pronounce. Pulsemon, I love him. Okay, our rare, Metal Cannon. Cheap to play and lets you draw cards for each X antibody in the Digivolution stack of any one of your Digimon. Whoop whoop, another promo, and it is Matt this time with Metal Garurumon. Matt was always my favourite Digidestined as a kid, so I've gone 2 for 2 on favourites so far with these promos. He's actually decent too. When Digivolving, if you have a Tamer in play, you get to draw 2 and your opponent can't attack him on their turn. Not bad. And he's got that cool background effect as well with the swirly whirlies. Another rare option card, Qualialize Blast. That's a tough one to get my mouth around. Anyway, this one's an interesting card. Yellow, costs 5, but gets cheaper to play the less security cards you have left. It's decent enough on its own if you pull it late game, but if you're playing Rasenmon, this card gives it security attack +1. Next up, we have got another Digidestined promo, Vikemon, hanging out with Joe there. There is a dotty texture on this one. I do like how they're all different. It's such a small detail, one that a lot of people probably wouldn't notice, but it's nice. And that's our third ancient Mega Doobery What's It, and for seconds we have a Takuya. He'll go nicely with our Flamemon that we pulled earlier. Sticking with the hybrid theme, Takuya lets you pull 5 hybrid cards from your trash and stack them under him so you can Digivolve him into Emperor Greymon. If you've got some decent inheritables on those cards, that could get you a seriously mean level 6 out on the field for a very low cost. Not to mention the fact that he's got an inheritable himself, security attack +1 if he's a 10k DP Mon. Another Dead or Alive, lovely. And then another super rare, Ibunwumon. And for a green card, that is some seriously dark artwork. He wouldn't look out of place on a black card at all. Look at how ominous that background is. He's a 13 cost, 13k DP level 6 who suspends a Mon on Digivolution and gives you a memory for each of your opponent's suspended Digimon. That's a bit too short-lived to be super useful, but where this guy really shines is with his opponent's turn ability. While he's out on the field, your opponent has to trash a card from their hand every time they want to unsuspend anything. This doesn't just reduce their hand size, it'll also make them think twice about attacking you until he's dealt with. A level 3 green, Bettermon. He's a 3 cost searcher, giving you a level 4 green Digimon and a trainer, provided you're lucky enough to reveal both. And another Systemon CL Awakened. We're getting a few dupes in this box. Herismon, and he looks a bit like an angry porcupine. Another Zoe! See what I mean about the dupes? I'm hoping this doesn't mean we end up with lots of gaps in the collection at the end, but we'll see how it works out. I'm surprised we've only seen 2 super rares so far, considering how far into the box we are now. Another Takuya, trying in vain to keep up with the Zoe pulls, apparently. And Wegarurumon! Well, there's another super rare. Apparently moaning we haven't seen many yet was enough to summon one. I do like this card. The artwork makes him look vicious, like he's clawing your face off, and he's got an interesting ability as well. On play, if you have a Tamer, you get 2 memory, simple enough. If you don't, however, he lets you play one from your hand for free. I like his versatility, and as a 7 cost level 5, I do feel like he's got some serious scope for playability. Dorumon! A good pull. He's one of my X-antibody cards, and I need 4 of him. Anybody want to swap my extra Zoes for more Dorumon cards? You can search out Kota from the top of the deck, and his inheritable gives you memory if you play cards under him. We're getting all the super rares now. Metal Greymon to go with our Wegarurumon from the last pack. What's the odds of pulling both of these back to back in packs? He's got the same ability as Weruru does, just in red since he's sassy. His inheritable gets you memory when an opponent's Digimon is deleted, so he's really not slacking. Ooh, interesting. That's some unusual artwork there for Evolution Ancient. We've got ourselves a white option card here, 0 cost, and if you're using a hybrid of any colour, you don't have to meet the colour requirements. Now, I don't know if I'm reading this right, but this seems a bit OP to me. It lets you skip a level for free, getting any of the ancient cards out for a cost of 5. That includes gets the Ancient Greymon and Ancient Garurumon from BT4 as well. Now, I don't think we've had any 10 Warriors level 7s just yet. Comment down below to let me know if I'm wrong about that one. But still, it's not on the restricted list though, I have checked, so have at it. And now we've got the last of the Digidestined promos with War Greymon. The background doesn't show up too well on camera for this one, but he's got a uniform dotty texture with the circly bits. Another Evolution Ancient, and our second... Oh, another Flamemon. It's countdown time. 5 packs to go. Excellent! Another Dorumon! It's probably too much to hope for 2 more of this little guy with so few packs left, but I got a Doru Greymon in the same pack. The X-Evolution line is strong in this one. And another Koichi. Is it just me, or is this box more tamer heavy than usual? I'll have to count up at the end and see. Another Junpei adding to the pile of trainers. Oh, there's my boy, Doru Goromon in all his shiny metal-clad glory. He's one I very much wanted and is going straight in my black deck. He is a level 6, 11k DP for 11 cost, but you'd want him Digivolved for sure. His Your Turn effect gives him an extra 1000 DP for each X-Antibody Digimon in his Digivolution pile. He's also got a once per turn on attacking ability, which lets you put an X-Antibody Digimon under him anyway, and if you do, you can then delete up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon with play costs up to the number of Digivolution cards under him. Get a few card effects, stacking X antibodies up under this bad boy, and you've got a heavy hitter that can delete 2 powerful Digimon per turn. Isn't he lovely? I think he's lovely. 3 to go. Eee, Lopmon! Look at that little cutie, isn't he adorable? Adorably sinister little bunny. He's a level 3 and his inheritable means if you play a tamer, he gives you 1 memory. Only once per turn and you likely won't get much use from it, but who cares when he is this cute? Ah, Cherubimon, a second bunny boy. And our 6th super rare. Oh my word, I love this artwork so much. I am immediately reminded of Pandora Hearts. Does anyone remember that series? I used to love that series. I cosplayed as Cheshire. Anyway, he's a purple level 6 for cost 13 and 12k DP, but you'll want to Digivolve to him. His Digivolve ability lets you play a purple tamer from the trash for free, and then for each tamer you've got out on the field, you can delete a level 4 or lower Digimon. Also, if he's deleted, you can play 1 level 3 from the trash for each of your tamers. I've got 2 packs left in the box, and I think we should have 1 more super rare hiding away in there. First pack or second, place your bets. Another Herismon, and then Rasenmon! Yellow level 6 for 11 cost, 11k DP, and late game he could end up being a very cheap card to play. His Digivolution cost is the same as the number of security cards in your stack, unless there's none left of course, in which case he costs 1. His second ability ties in nicely with Herismon as it's a Digiburst, letting you reduce an opponent's Digimon by 3000 DP for each card trashed from the Digivolution pile with a limit of 4. This would be a lovely way to kill off one of your opponent's Digimon. And if you trash Herismon, he goes back to your hand. How nice is that? Last pack. And it really doesn't want me to open it. Another Junpei to add to that pile of tamers, and another metal cannon. Good, I might need more of these. Well, that was a ridiculously exciting start, followed by a pretty decent, if rather tamer-heavy box. For the collection, we managed to pull all bar 9 cards, which seems high to me, and I'm surprised that we missed out on 5 rares, along with the 3 super rares and 1 secret rare we weren't able to pull. So for our missing secret rare, it's Lucemon Chaos Mode, sadly. Like I said at the start, I have already bought him as a single card, so this does mean I have both secret rares from this set, which is nice, but it does also mean I need to track down a second from somewhere for my deck. Our missing super rares are Magna Garurumon, Kazuchimon, and Dark Knightmon. For the rares, and this is a bit odd, but we're missing 3 of the ancient Digimon that were introduced in this set. Ancient Kazemon, Ancient Beetlemon, and Ancient Sphinxmon. None of them are particularly pricey. It just seems strange to me that there's 3 of them missing when we pulled so many of the 4th one. The other 2 we're missing are Systemon Blanc Awakening, sadly, and the Blue Tamer card Koji. For the value, this particular box cost me £63, which equates to about €64. Thank you, xe.com. Now let's assume all commons can be sold for 4 cents each, and all uncommons 8 cents, and that means that the value there is €12.50. and 44 cents, which is just 4 cents less than BT8. The rares in this box really aren't worth much at all at the moment, with their combined value coming in at a measly €1.12. Though to be fair, the secret rares aren't much better at €5.24 for the lot, with Dorogoromon being the priciest of the lot at €2.40. The Emperor Greymon alternate art is the priciest thing in there so far at €19 for him alone, only just outstripping the combined values of everything except Susanumon. Our solitary secret rare goes for a decent €25, which does make up for the overall low value of the box. This makes our grand total €62.80, which does mean a loss of €11.20, which is much better than the result we had from the far more expensive BT8 box. As always, take the prices with a pinch of salt and check your local suppliers to see if you can get a better deal. At the current rates, the best you'd be able to do with a BT7 box would be to pull the alternate art Dorumon at €40, along with Susanumon at €25 for a total of €65 for those two cards. Add the rest of the possible pulls to that amount and you get €83.80, which is a profit. The highest value single card is Lucimon's alternate, but then you're potentially using up your secret rare, which I think would lower the possible total. Now for the data nerds out there like me, let's have a look at some numbers. We got 10 Tamer cards in this box, including the Tommy box topper, which is actually 4 less than we pulled in the BT8 box from last week. It felt like a lot more to me, but maybe because of the duplicates. We also pulled 15 Digi Eggs, 203 Digimon, and 54 option cards. I can do a further breakdown of the data in future videos if anyone's interested. Let me know if you are in a comment down below. And that's another box done. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, consider hitting that like button, subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and throw me a comment to let me know what you ended up playing most from BT7. Next up, we have got an opening of BT6, so that one's going to be exciting. See you all next time. Bye bye!